What is going on, guys? My name is George and welcome to Everton career mode here in FIFA 15. You guys have chosen Everton. That is the team. Not a lot of you guys voted. I was anticipating that. Only 10 votes on the straw poll .me websites on the poll. Only 10 votes, and it was 7 votes for Everton, 3 votes for Hull City, none for Manchester United. And in the comments, most of you guys commented on Everton, so it is going to be Everton, and that is great. Honestly, I'm very excited for this career mode with Everton. They're actually not a mid-table club. They're a little bit more than a mid-table club because they are in the Europa League right now, and they realistically they could get top 4. They really can if they work hard in real life and in the game as well, and here in FIFA 15. So I'm talking about both in real life and in here. So we are starting this career mode, and like usual, everything, we are looking at our objectives, which is the most important thing at first. And so the board wanted me to get into the top 4, the Champions League. So that was the objective for that. And for the Europa League, they wanted me to win it. They want me to win the Europa League. So as you saw in the beginning, I was in the group with I actually don't remember, but I was in a fairly, I think I had Fiorentina in that group. So, and the other teams didn't look that hard. And I am going to try to win the Europa League, of course. I think that is a must to get at least to the final. And no, basically just win it. I have to win that. I just really do, just like the board wanted me to do. And of course, the top 4, those are going to be the priorities. I don't know if I'm in the FA Cup or League Cup. I don't think I am. I might be in it. I don't know. We'll see later. But looking at the squad, of course, that is one of the first things as well that I've got to do here. And it looks like we've got a pretty good squad in terms of depth. Obviously, the starting 11 are pretty good. But I was looking at it, and obviously there's always going to be some positions that you can always improve in, and some of the players that you have in the squad that are in the 11 could also might not work in the team to start. And I was looking for center attacking mids at first because I had Naismith as a center attacking mid. Not too fond of him, honestly. Obviously I haven't used him in this game, but 5.5 million for him, 26 years old, and he's not a high rated player, so it could be a good deal to sell him, get some money, and then just buy another center attacking mid. But in the team, I did have Barkley, and he's a very young player. He's English as well. Not that I'm biased towards English players, but I think it's a good thing to have English players, in a team that's in the Barclays, in the English Premier League. So I think that's pretty good, having English players in the team, young, especially young. And so Barkley, he could be a very good option for us in the attack, right there as a center attacking mid. But I was looking at some of the center attacking mids, and one of the players that I saw was De Bruyne, the Belgian player that used to play for Chelsea. Now he is with Wolfsburg. I think he is on. No, I think they did bottom. I think they bought him again. So because I was able to to get him, and so yeah, that was one of the players I was looking at a lot, and we've gotten a lot of transfers here. We've got Kone, a lot of requests to get him, but I like I said, I like the depth of the squad. I like that I have a lot of players to choose from, even though they're not amazing players, but they are young players that could work. And Kone, not a young player, 30 years old, but he just looks like a decent striker. So I did not want to sell him. So I inquired for Kevin De Bruyne, and well, actually no, I didn't inquire, but the value was 10 million pounds. But the chief executive suggested me to to put in a bid from 19 million to 20 something million, and I decided to go for it. 21 million or 20 million for De Bruyne, and I was hopeful that I could get him for that price. But realistically, maybe I didn't think so. I thought I just thought they were not gonna go for it. And so other transfers there for Osman, Leon Osman, 76 rated overall, 33 years of age. They wanted 1.9. They wanted to give him 1.9 million pounds for him, and I said no. Give me what he's worth, at least 2.5. but all they had to spend was 2 million, and so I just decided to go for it. And then we got an offer for Naismith from Southampton, and I thought that was not a great offer, 4.8, because he was 5.5 million. That was his price, and that was just kind of low, 4.8. And Naismith still, he's not that old, so it's a player that that could go for a little bit more. So the offer for Kevin De Bruyne, no, like I said, did not accept that. They wanted 27.5 million. I was like, oh, no, you know what? Forget it. And I was looking at the team. I just realized that Distin, my center back, was gonna be free, I think, in the next transfer window. Well, not in the next transfer window, but in the next summer transfer window. So I said, you know what, I gotta go for a center back. And also the other center back, Jojilka, I think that's how he says his name, I'm not sure. He doesn't look like he looks like a solid center back, but I really needed to get another center back. I had two other center backs in the team, but they were one of them was kind of old already, and the other one is a young player. I think his name was Stone, and I just did not trust him at all. Well, I didn't trust him too much, so I decided to put all those players right there, as you saw from the Serie A, Agbana, Cáceres, and Barzagli. A lot of those players, I just put them up on my short list, and yeah, and I also scouted them as well because I didn't know their prices. We got an offer here from PSG for Ross Barkley, and I honestly did not want to sell him right now. When I was doing this, I was looking at it, I'm like, I'm just gonna stall, because my chief executive was like, you can put 21.4 million pounds for him, and they might go for it. So that is, if I do sell him, I could probably get the Kevin De Bruyne, and that would be an amazing signing. Ross Barkley is probably gonna grow. I haven't checked his growth, his potential, but he's probably gonna, have a big growth later on. So I don't know. I'm skeptical on that, if I should sell him or not. I was also looking at some left mids, because I think I already sold Pienaar, I believe, the South African left mid. I really did not need him in the team. Even though I didn't have any left mids in the team, because this team is the formation is a 4-2-3-1. I had Morales as a left mid, and I had McGiddy as a right mid, even though Morales is not a left mid at all. But I still think he could play there. I mean, he plays right mid, so it's not a huge change of position if you just put him as a left mid. I might buy an actual left mid later on, though, just to have one in the squad. We sent an offer for Cáceres, 6 million, and they actually the club accepted. So all we needed to do now was to wait for the player to accept the offer, and that was gonna be it. 6 million, guys. 6 million for Cáceres. I think that is an amazing deal. Amazing deal. Just 6 million for 79 rated player, 27 years old, I think, or 26, but he still has, room, to grow. And so I think that was pretty good that they actually did not ask me for more money. 6 million was pretty good. So our first game here of career mode with Everton, it's going to be against Levante, a team from the La Liga, from the Liga VBA, and this is actually a team that is that fights for relegation, and so it's not a great team. But as you had noticed when I put all the settings here, I am playing in legendary. Yes, I am playing legendary, because the reason is just I really want to feel like I'm I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like every time I win a game, it's because I actually, I won it because of skill, because I actually, because I really tried, because if I put on world class, sometimes there are some games that are just very easy to win, even when it's on world class. Not all the time, but it does happen quite often. It happened in FIFA 14, but I don't know in FIFA 15 if it is like that. So I just said, you know what, let's put it in legendary, let's put it in the highest level of difficulty, and let's go. So in this game, first goal, and I get scored. Well, it's Levante who scores first, and that is his first goal that I concede in this with Everton. And it was just the defense didn't look so good on that goal that Levante scored. But then we come back, and it's going to be the beast, the monster, this guy named Lukaku, an amazing striker. I think that was a great choice by Everton to sign him from Chelsea, you know, because they had him on loan, but they decided to buy him, and Chelsea let them buy Lukaku. So I think that was so good by Everton to buy Lukaku. I think that was a smart move, and he gets that goal. As you saw, he made an amazing run into the box. With that strength, it's gonna be almost impossible to take the ball away from him or to even push him off the ball. And that was just an amazing finish, really good finish. So 1-1 in the halftime. Obviously, you know, it's a friendly game, so I gotta get used to the team. I gotta get used to the 4-2-3-1, even though it is a formation that I did use with Schalke 04 in FIFA 14. And it's, you know, was it Schalke 04? I'm not sure if it was Schalke 04, but I know I did use it before in FIFA 14, and it was a formation that I used there a lot. But I just had to get used to the team. You know, you have new players obviously that I hadn't used. You know, even I just had to get used to the game still. To FIFA 15, I haven't played it for that long. You know, it just barely came out on EA Access and all that. So I still have to get used to everything and the players. So 1-1, the game was a bit I don't want to say boring, but there was not a lot of intensity. But we had a couple of chances, like right here with Ross Barkley, he was looking all right. He's actually a player that's kind of slow, and I'm not talking about pace. I'm talking about like reactions and stuff. Like, it looks like he's not an agile player. It looks like he's not a player that's gonna be able to move quick, you know, outside of the box. But his passing's pretty good. And his shooting, I really didn't try his shooting, but his ball control is also very good. And in this play, we get the goal when I actually put in Eto into the game. I actually hadn't even mentioned him, but he is a player, another player from Chelsea, came into Everton. It's kind of a surprise signing, to be honest, but he came into the club, and Eto is gonna have to fight. You know, he's gonna have to fight for that spot on the team sheet, on that starting 11, because Lukaku, like I said, is a beast. We had this game 2-1, and of course, 90th minute. Who the hell was that? That was Diego Forlan. What is he doing with Levante? I have no freaking clue. But that is the Uruguayan legend scoring on me, and I just cannot believe that went in. I really did not. I cannot believe that went in. How does Howard get beaten right there at first post? I just did not know how that goal went in, and I was just trying to not get scored on at the end. I went defensive, and the players from Levante were just running around the box, and I just cannot stop him. I cannot stop Forlan. Scored that goal, and that was it. So we get a Cáceres. We sign him. He accepts the offer. It is all good. We get Cáceres, but I still want to sign some other players, but I'm going to need your help with that, guys. So please comment down below what players should I sign. Just give me any suggestions, any players that you think might add to the squad, you know, to be good to the squad. And yeah, that is gonna conclude, guys, the first episode of Career Mode with Everton. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to do that. And that is it for me. I'll see you on the next video, guys. Here's the table right there. Of course, no points for anybody who haven't played, but yeah, I'll see you on the next video, guys. Later.